So you've started selling sports cards on eBay, but you're failing to see any kind of results, or you think it is too long of a process to go on, then this video is for you, because today I'm going to give you 6 tips to improve your listing skills on eBay and get better results faster. Let's get to it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Pat here from Card Collector HQ, back with another video, and today we're going to talk about selling sports cards on eBay. If you're new around here, check out my other videos. I talk a lot about sports cards, hockey cards, and selling on eBay. Consider subscribing or liking this video if you enjoy the content. So if you've been trying to sell sports cards on eBay, I'm pretty sure that at some point during your venture, it happened that you had a stack of cards waiting on your desk, waiting to be processed, waiting to be listed on eBay. And sometimes, you know, it's hard to get going because you need to get motivated to see some results. I've certainly been there. I've experienced it myself quite often, and that's why I came out with these few tips to help you guys see better results on eBay and also improve the whole process. So let's start with my first tip. It's really to maximize your listing title. So that's your real estate in the eBay search results. You really want to maximize what you put in there and make sure you have all the relevant keywords, everything that you need to stand out and to make sure that the buyers know what they are buying. So obviously I'm talking about the player name, the card number, the year, and the set of the card, but it's also a good idea to put any kinds of other attribute that will help identify the card. Like, is it an autograph card? Is it a rookie card? So put the RC or rookie, the full rookie title, if you will. Is it a jersey or a patch card? Is it a numbered card? If it's a serial numbered card, I always like to put like a slash and the print run of this card. And so basically what you want is stuff in as much thing as possible to don't waste any characters in that title. If there's room, you can also add in team name and any other relevant information. Don't get too spammy with this neither. So you want to put all the right keyword, but everything that is true and real about this card. Something that we see often is like a raw card that was just pulled out of a pack, seller stating that it's in perfect condition and saying PSA 10 question mark in the title, in the hopes that this listing will come out in the search results for someone looking for that card in a PSA slab. But it is not. So it's not a good idea to trick the buyer to come to your listing and then to be disappointed by what they found. This is not going to help you at all. But put everything that really can attract interest on your card, everything that is real, all the attributes and everything else that's relevant. Also, make sure that you double check what's out there, because you don't want to make any kind of spelling error on the player name, on the team, on whatever you're putting out there, because if it's a fixed price listing, then you might be able to edit it afterwards. But if it's an auction, as soon as there is one bid to your listing, you cannot edit the title afterwards. And that's something that happened to me recently. I had a lot available for auction of all Toronto Maple Leafs cards, and then I had a spelling error in the team name, and I'm pretty sure that did not help my listing to come out in the search results, because I had very few bids, and I'm pretty sure I left money on the table. So you want to make sure that you want to double check everything that you put out there. Second tip, really important one, use the best possible picture for your card. If it's a high-end card, a really expensive card, and especially if it's a raw card, put multiple pictures of different angles. So you really want to make sure that the buyer can really see the condition of the card, that can really see what he's or she's buying. If it's a graded card, then make sure that you also have a nice picture. In that case, be careful about reflection, any kind of glare that can be seen, especially if it's on a plastic case or still in a top loader, stuff like that. So I'm probably going to do another video later on how to take the best possible picture. It's something that I've been working out for quite a while because it's not always easy to get the perfect angle and to everything right. But just make sure that you have lots of good picture and good quality picture, so not holding in your hand and then hiding the edges of the card. That can be like a red flag for some buyers. Make sure that you have a clear, crisp picture, so no blurry picture. And that might sound obvious, but then again, I'm saying it here as really a tip that you need to remember, because sometimes you want to do something quick. You take a picture, you're moving a little bit, then it gets blurry. You don't necessarily realize that, and then you put it on eBay, and you know how many listings I've seen, probably you've seen too, of not that good quality pictures. And sometimes I've taken advantage of that, you know, being the only one bidding on an auction with a blurry picture. But that's something that you really want to be careful about. My third tip, if you want to see better results while you're selling your items on eBay, and this one is about fixed items, so buy it now items that you're going to be listing, does not apply to auction. Make sure that you enable the best offer option. You're not committing to sell your item lower than it is listed, but at least if you allow buyers to make you an offer, then at least you can start some kind of dialogue, and then you can adjust yourself. Because let's face it, auctions, unless you don't have something good, you know, it's a fixed duration, and as soon as there's one bidder on it, you're gonna sell your cards, and it's in a fixed period of time. Usually 1 week, can be 10 days, could be 3 days, but you get the idea. For a fixed price item, you don't know how much time it's gonna take to sell this one particular card. Might take a few days, might take a few weeks, might take a few months. And if it does, the market could have changed. So different things here. Maybe the market changed a little bit, and then your card is maybe too high comparatively to what other cards are out there. Or maybe you just want to get your stuff moving, and then in that case, maybe your perceived value, your relative value to you of this particular card might be a bit lower. And sometimes if you have a lot of different listings, you have a big eBay store, I mean, you're going to forget some of your items, some of your cards that are out there, some that might be overpriced, and then that's a bit of a reminder coming from different buyers that yes, there is interest for that card, but it might be higher price. And if you do that, please don't be offended by lowball offers. Just make your counter to any kind of lower point that you're willing to sell it, and if it's just a few bucks lower, then do it like that, and then the buyer can accept or reject it, and it's just fine. It's not personal, it's business, like they say. But at least this way it's going to give you some more options about your cards. And also there's another option that you can use if you do this. When buyer put your card on their watch list, you're going to see it on your eBay listing. So if you go to your dashboard and then your listing, you're going to see all your cards, and then you see how many watchers each card has. When there's interest on a particular card, then you can send offers. So like I said earlier, you have a card that is sitting in a box for 3 months now, and you're saying, okay, maybe it's not a $50 cards anymore. Maybe it's a $35 cards. Maybe I'm okay to sell it at 40. Then you can use this function, send an offer to buyers, and I can tell you that personally, I've been selling a lot of cards doing that. Yes, you might sell it lower than your original listing price, but still you are the one that decide what is your new offer going to be, and this is going to be exclusively targeted to the people that kept them in their watch list and that have at least some interest in the card. Now, as I'm filming this in July 2021, eBay has been working a lot this year on changing the way that we list sports cards, and they've added a lot of different custom fields. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this really helps the search result, but I think it's a good practice to at least put some value in the more important custom fields that there are out there. Now, of course, there's a few that are required, like what kind of sport your card is, and also if it's a graded card, and if so, what's the grade, what's the grading company, and so on. So these are the required ones. You have to put them in. But then you have a whole bunch of different other fields, such as manufacturer, the team, the player, the year, the season, the thickness of the card, all bunch of the card number. You know, there's a lot of them. I personally don't fill out every one of them because then it gets really time consuming. And you know, personally, I don't know about you, but I'm not sure how many people are really searching for card thickness on eBay, right? But I think it's a good practice to at least put in the manufacturer, you know, if it's Panini, Topps, Upper Deck, the team name, and if the card is for a star player, put in the player. If it's some random rookie or random veteran base card, whatever, I don't think it really matters that much. But if you've got like a Connor McDavid, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, and so on, I think it is worth it to put in the player name in the field. So my last two tips are not so much regarding the performance of your listings or whether you're going to sell them or not at the price you want, but they're more regarding the time that it's going to take you create some more listings on eBay. So my first tip regarding the productivity, which will be tip number 5 overall, is to use templates, listing templates. So if you go into your listing, at the bottom left, you have the option to create listing templates. That way it really can speed up the process of putting a new listing, because you can create a listing based on these templates. And what it does, basically, you create your template and then you fill in all the different fields. So as I just talked about the different custom fields, you don't have to put them in manually for each different listing. You just put them in your template and then you save a template. So for example, you can have a specific format for the title. You can have the different box checked for the different fields, and all kinds of things like that, the type of shipping that you're offering, and all the different information. And then from that point on, you can just list from the template, and this is going to make you much faster. You'll avoid any kind of manual errors because you won't be repeating the same things over and over. You can just start from the template. And my last tip regarding productivity, consider the use of variations when you're selling sports cards from the same set, from the same type of cards, inserts or subset, something like that. The variation, what it does is that it allows you to have a single listing where people will see a drop down of the different card that are available in that set, in that year, in that whole listing overall. And then they can easily add them to their cart and then buy from there like any other listing. That's only for the fixed price listing, so the buy it now option. If you create variation, I think it works great for buyer that are looking, let's say, to buy numerous cards from the same set. They want to complete a set that they're building, for example. It makes it easier for you to combine shipping automatically without having to request an invoice and so on, because there's a particular option in the listing to do so. And it's also good because it concentrates all your listing in a single place. So for example, things that I personally do, I sell a lot of Young Guns cards. So I will have all my base or regular rookie Young Guns card into one big listing for each year, and then as I'm buying new ones and adding cards to this collection, I can just edit the listing, put them in, and then I can do a quick scan in that whole array and see the different prices and see, okay, now this guy I can charge maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. This card in particular is piling up, I have more, maybe I can offer a bit cheaper. And instead of having to go revise a whole bunch of different listings, like hundreds sometimes, then it is all concentrated into a single one, which makes you a lot more productive that way. Alright, so that's basically it for improving your performances on selling sports cards on eBay. Well, I wish you good luck on your eBay endeavors. Please share in your comments what are your different tips, what kind of results that you're seeing selling sports cards on eBay. And on that, I wish you a great day, have fun, stay safe, and see you for the next video next time. Goodbye.